Hey, moms and dads, let's talk colic. What is colic, anyways? Well, personally, I don't like the label because I don't think that it's very helpful. But by definition, colic is a baby that is crying for more than 3 hours at a time, more than 3 days a week, more than 3 consecutive weeks. So, yes, there is a triad associated with it. It's kind of just a cute, easier way to remember it. But there's nothing cute or easy about colic. Before I knew what I know now, before I was able to do what I do now, our firstborn cried a lot. Everything I do in the office is really filtered through a lens of being a dad long before being a doctor. I know those sleepless nights. There's this feeling of hopelessness, of helplessness. As a parent, you almost feel colicky because your baby's colicky. You've done the things, right? You've changed the diaper, you've fed them, you've made sure that they're clean, you've made sure that they're comfortable, and still they are just losing their minds. And quite honestly, you're losing yours too. So, what is colic? Well, some people will tell you that it's normal. I won't. I don't think it's normal at all. I think it's really common, but I don't think it's normal. Crying is communication. Babies crying excessively is a cry for help. They don't feel safe. They don't feel secure. Some might say that it's pain, and it could be. It could be gas. It could be upset tummy. But I don't think it's just a gut issue. I don't think it's just a tummy issue. I don't think it's just gas. And yes, I'm using a minimizing word like just because I don't think that's what it is. Not entirely, at least. So, what is it? Well, are you ready for it? I think the colic is like baby anxiety. I know it's hard to even say that out loud because one, it's so foreign to the modern narrative, but two, it also kind of just sucks to think that a baby might be anxious. But think about it. If you're watching this video, there's a good chance you're feeling anxious right now. And how do you feel? Pause for a second and feel that. Your stomach's turning a little bit, you're a little bit on edge, you're tired because you're not sleeping well, you're irritable, right? You get the bubble guts, you get the butterflies in your stomachs, all of those feelings. And where's that coming from? It's coming from stress. It's probably coming from trauma. It could be positioning in utero, it could be interventions in the delivery process, it could be from epidurals or Pitocin, or it could be from a C-section. There's lots of variables. It could just be from what is a textbook normal labor and delivery because it's called labor for a reason. And what we found is that trauma causes tension. Any stressors cause contraction where the babies will be, they'll hike their shoulders up, they'll put their hands in fists, they'll arch their back often. They're just tight all the time. And when that happens, it causes dysregulation where the nervous system just doesn't process things well because babies want nothing more than to feel safe and secure. That's ultimately what they want. We want them to be happy and healthy. They want to feel safe and secure. Not that we don't want them to be safe and secure as well, but you know what I mean. And when they don't feel that sense of safety because they've either had some trauma or they're holding tension or there's stress happening, that shifts them into a stress response, which we call sympathetic dominance, because that's the part of the nervous system that's the fight or flight response. And in that sympathetic dominance, they are all about survival. Everything that kicks in is survival. So their cry is communication for help. They're literally crying out for help because they're saying, hey, I don't feel safe and I don't feel secure. And why don't they feel safe and secure? Because they're holding so much tension in their system. Babies' brains require good, full, free range of motions for them to be secure. What appears to be random movements, spastic movements, all of that is purposeful to the extent that it's actually growing the brain. As their body is moving, their sensory motor cortex is being engaged, which actually will give rise down the road to the prefrontal cortex, which is where executive function and all of those types of things happen. It's been said that movement is like food for the brain. And so if movement is inhibited because of restrictions in the spine, that's almost like starvation for the brain, which is scary. And that's exactly how babies perceive it. So they cry out. I get asked all the time, how come my pediatrician doesn't tell me about this? And I don't have anything negative to say about a pediatrician in this regard. They're just not trained to look at it, but we are. This is where chiropractic comes into play. And this is how we've literally seen thousands of babies go from chaotic and crying to calm. That's how we've seen entire families go from chaos to calm and quiet. As we unravel the tension physically, we often unravel the tension emotionally and even mentally. So while a lot of people look at chiropractic as popping, clicking, cracking, snapping, whatever you want to call it, which we don't actually even do in the pediatric population, not with babies at least. What I like to say is utilizing chiropractic care for back pain is like buying an iPhone because you need a calculator. It's effective, it'll get the job done, but there's just so much more to it. So, anyways, thanks for your time. I hope this was a little bit helpful. There's going to be more information down in the caption. I would love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to drop a comment. Let us know what you're thinking about this. And if there's any way in which we can help, please reach out to us. Shoot us a DM, call the office, send us an email, whatever it's got to take. Show up. We're here to help in any way we can. And remember, hope is straight ahead.